Hello and welcome. This is Jane Miller and welcome to Find Your Encore Module 1. And just as a review, you're here because perhaps you're struggling with unfulfilled purpose, untapped potential. You're trying to use your strengths and talents and you don't want time commitment, but you could use a little more money. So that's why we're here. Participants are learning how to create a life filled with purpose, filled with joy, and using their talents and strengths while ensuring time freedom and financial confidence. So we're here in Module 1, where we're going to be really finding our clarity, creating goals and vision, and crafting the beginning of an awesome plan. Later in Module 2, we're going to make decisions and create commitment that will help us launch our plan into action. Module 3, we're going to really learn to live more fully. Our encore by mastering our mindset, maybe adjusting a paradigm here or there, and optimizing our productivity. And then in Module 4, that's going to be an ongoing module that will help us to love and celebrate our encore every day and learn how to put things on autopilot so we no longer have to push and pull and struggle, that will just enjoy ease and flow. So on to Module 1. And I so appreciate that you tuned in and completed the exercise in the introduction. I think that was, and I think you'll agree, that was a great exercise to just get the juices flowing, just get started on what we're going to accomplish here. So here we are in Module 1. We're ready to find our clarity, create our goals and vision, and then craft the beginning of a plan. So the first thing that I encourage you to do is read down through the workbook. And at any time, you can stop the video and go out to your paper with pen and paper and jot some notes. So this video will serve as a working workbook. So some of the things that I love are assessments, and I've provided links to different assessments here. Okay, we have the personality test, which some may know as the Myers-Briggs. We have the Big 5 personality test, career tests, DISC assessments that are really helpful for work and business. There's a really great strengths finder in this list, and finally a self-analysis questionnaire. So you'll see that when we go out to these links, it is going to allow and take you to a site that will help us to take the tests. They're free to you. If you want to purchase a more robust report, you're certainly welcome to do that. However, these are very good, and the results that you're going to find, you will just love them. So I'll get off of this link, but I just wanted to show you that it goes to Truity, whom I'm partnered with to take care of your assessments. All righty, so let's go back to our workbook. So if you'll go out and take one or two or all of the assessments and really start to think about your strengths and your talents, and write yourself some notes as you analyze your results from all of these self-assessments. What are the strengths that jump out probably over and over again in each of these tests? Are there weaknesses that also become more clear to you and you say, well, yeah, who didn't know that? Is there anything that surprised you as you went through the testing? Sometimes when we do the career testing and we can see maybe our talents and we haven't realized that, oh, that's a talent that would be very good for XYZ career. Some of the things that will be helpful to you as you go along on your encore. So maybe you've discovered you're very, very good at sales and promotion, but you're not so good at maybe the financial piece or the bookkeeping piece. So you want to capture all of those. The self-analysis questionnaire is very good with that, because really that is just a check sheet that you go down through and you circle or mark off some of the statements there that are true for you. Upon analyzing all of these assessments and the findings, you'll be able to then answer the question where your passion lies. Now, passion is different than purpose, and as we talked in the introduction a lot about purpose, purpose is more your ongoing, what you get up in the morning to do, what you're here on this earth to do. And passion is more the energy. What is the energy that fuels you as you go on about your purpose? Okay, so you may want to stop the video here and get to work on some of this, or if you're just reviewing a few, let's continue on. So after we look at our strengths and talents, we want to put it all together, and this is done on this page where we say, I am at my best when. So taking everything that you've learned, write this narrative so that you have a written records that you can refer back to when you're trying to make decisions and choices about which way to go, what to pursue. Look back at what you've written here. So I am at my best when, and it may be things like the particular talents that you like to use. What are your strengths? What are the things that move you? You can also include things that you feel you don't want to do. Let's say the financial. So you might say, I'm at my best when I realize that financials aren't my greatest strength, and I hire out a bookkeeper to help me, whatever it might be. But capture what your best is. And take some time to do this. Then we're going to move on to a lovely piece that I just love. And this is where we start to record a vision and our dreams and really what we want in our life. What do you want your life to look like? Who is in it? What is in it? Who are you? So I want you to create a wants list. Really consider what you really want, and there's no effort spent wondering how you could get it, if you deserve it, or what others would think. I only want you to record your true wants. Now, there's a copy down in Appendix A of this that we'll look at in just a bit. So I want you to try to get 100. Won't that be fun? I know sometimes it's hard to write down just even 10. But start to record your wants, whether it's things you want, how you want to be, physical. Oh, remember in the introduction, we did the exercise and we looked at different areas of our life. We looked at our health, we looked at our business, we looked at social life, we looked at spiritual. Go back to that list that we made, and that could be a nice jumping off part for you. And that was on page 5 of our introduction. So that might be a great place for you to start. But I want you to go deeper. What do you really want? You could have, and by the way, you can have anything you truly desire. Now I have a bonus for you. And this really helps visual learners. So create a vision board. We'll call it a board. And really at the end in Appendix B, I have just a sheet that you can use and print it out. Look in magazines and cut and paste, copies of pictures of things that show what you want. Maybe it's a car, a wardrobe, slim body. Maybe it's a picture of a vacation spot you want to go to. So you can also go out to the images on the websites and cut and paste those as well right into your document. Maybe you want to just draw things. You could sketch them. Maybe you have pictures already from an album you want to put in there. If it's a family gathering that you're thinking of. So that's the bonus exercise. So first we're listing our wants. And then secondly, we're creating a vision board and getting some visual pictures on it. And again, stop the video if you want to work on this now, okay? It's so important to have your wants listed because why else are we here, right? We're here to serve. We're here to serve a purpose and to live out our purpose. So now that we know what we really want, we can write a narrative. Remember the one we did a little earlier, I'm at my best when? Now we're going to say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am living this awesome encore. So this narrative is going to be a narrative of how you're actually living once you have everything you desire. And I want you to include where you are, what you're doing, with whom, when this might be, from when you get up in the morning until you go to bed at night. Whether that is looking toward today, tomorrow, a month from now, write it as if you already have the life of your dreams. Take some time to really think about this. I am so happy and grateful now that I am living this awesome encore. And remember, I don't want you to spend an ounce of time figuring out how you can do it, if you can do it, if you deserve it, what people will think. No, only what you truly desire. Okay? All right. Next, now we're going to start working on our goals. I've done so much goal setting over the years, and I've really found it catapults me to where I want to be. So I want you to start thinking about goals. Now, go back to the list of wants that you created, read your narrative, read what you're best at, look at those wants, and just pick one personal and one professional thing that you want to try to go for at this time. I don't want you to pick more than one or two because it's too hard to focus and we lose our momentum, okay? The only thing you should really consider is, do I want this? Do I really want this? And am I willing to give my life for this thing? Now, that might sound kind of scary, but guess what? You're already spending, you're already giving your life for what you're getting now, for who you are now. And there's really two other things you would consider when figuring out what you want to write as your goal. Most people ask, am I able? Am I able to do this? Of course you're able. Thomas Edison, he lamented that people use so little of their potential. He thought maybe not even 3%. So of course you're able to do it. The bigger question is going to be, am I willing? Am I willing to give my life for this thing that I desire? As soon as you say yes and commit, we're off and running. So with that in mind, not figuring how can I do it? Am I deserving? What will they think? No. Are you desiring of it? That's all we need. So go back to the list of wants and pick that one or two things that you want to work on now. Now, if you just can't, you've written 100 things, woohoo, and you're just having trouble prioritizing, just reach out on one of our calls or send me a text and I'll give you a little exercise on how to do some weeding out and prioritizing of your goals. Now, don't worry just because you don't choose the family one or the work one. It's not like we're going to ignore them forever. But what happens, and this is beautiful, when we work on our top goal, you will be amazed how the other goals and wants that you've written down come along for the ride. and or manifest as we go along, because the purpose of goals isn't to get the thing. The purpose of goals is to grow and who you become along the way. Okay? So get to work on looking at your wants and picking out your goal. Now, here's a bonus for you. If you've worked with me in the past, I'm sure you have my business card. On the back is a goal card. So it says, my goal. I am so happy and grateful now that, and that's where you write your goal. So if you don't have one of my cards, please send me a text or an email and I'll send you a couple, and I'll send you a plastic sleeve to put it in, protect it a little bit. And what you want to do is write it on the card and read it often throughout the day. So again, take the card, write your goal on it, carry it with you in a purse or pocket, and read it often throughout the day. Got it? All right. Now, here we are. We've done a strengths and talents and passions exercise, and we've looked to see what our best self narrative is, and we've looked to see what we want our life to look like. We've listed our wants. We have set our goals that we want to start working on. Just remember, you don't have to know how you're going to achieve the goal in order to want it. Desire is the first order of business. But of course, we can't just sit here home and think that it will come. It does require action. So here's the action that I want you to take. Keep reading that goal card over and over. You will be surprised at the number of things that pop into your mind. Things to do, people to call, articles to read, questions to ask your coach, and a lot of other resources. They'll just flash across the screen of your mind. So what you want to do is capture those thoughts. Okay, keep your notebook handy. Send yourself a voice message, send yourself a text. Use whatever method that you may like to keep a list of these things that pop into your head. Because in Module 2, Launch Your Encore, we're going to begin deciding on what action to take and when. So until now, what I want you to do is fill up a page or two and use the following format. So again, as you're thinking about your goal, you're reading a goal, your goal card, things pop into your mind and you want to capture the ideas. So I've made space here for two. So ideas about my personal goal and ideas about my professional goal. Got that? Again, take some time like I do in the beginning of my day to ask God, the universe, spirit, nature, ask for some ideas and inklings about how and why and what your goal will be, and then capture them here. We're going to take action on them again in the next module, in Module 2, where we launch. But for now, capture those ideas, okay? It's going to be great because as we work through, we're going to take action on these ideas. And I have a special thing that we do, how to prioritize your actions every day, and you're going to learn about that in the next module. But a quick preview here, you're going to list just a few actions per day. And really, if you only get one of them done, the most important one, just think after 30 days, you will have 30 actions complete on the way to your goal. So again, congratulations, you're on your way with all these ongoing attention and your focus on the ideas you've come up with in Module 1. but I want you to keep reaching out to me as you go through, because we're here to create this life filled with using our strengths and talents, and we want to have purpose and joy. We want to ensure our time freedom and our financial confidence, and this is the way we're going to do it. So, and if you look further down in the workbook, all the appendices here, Appendix A is where we have space to create that wants list. And the only consideration when you write something down is if you really want it. Don't wonder how you're going to get it, or if you deserve it, or what others would think. Just what you desire. And revisit it often. Then Appendix B gives you space to create that vision board we talked about. Drawing, sketching, snipping images, or pasting pictures of your wants will go a long way to help you put them in your mind and then get ideas. Appendix C gives you space to rewrite your personal goal and then capture ideas about the personal goal. And remember, you can send yourself a text, give yourself a voicemail, have a journal, notebook, a napkin. Just make sure you capture those. And I include a page for your professional goal as well. I am just so excited for you that you've started down this path, and here we are in Module 1. And this is such an exciting chapter. You did, again, all the prep work in the introduction module to get you started. And now here in Module 1, we're really fine-tuning things. I just love that you're on this path with me, and looking forward to connecting with you in our group call. Looking forward to connecting with you on our Facebook group as well. So thanks very much. This is Jane Miller. Don't forget to reach out to me. My contact information is right at the top of the module. Please text, email, and we'll get you where you need to be. This is Jane Miller. Thanks for tuning in today, and good luck on your Encore. Thank you.